British photographer and writer Ben Davies has made it his mission to capture the hidden charm and old-world splendour of parts of Bangkok. From the winding alleys of Chinatown to grand riverside mansions, you can glimpse the extraordinary history of Thailand's yesteryear. Over 5 years, using a large format Linhof film camera, he captured images like this, which he then published into his recently launched book, Vanishing Bangkok. After spending 2 decades working on assignments all over Southeast Asia, Ben was shocked by the speed with which old buildings like this were disappearing.
Since I started work on the project 2014, around 20 to 25% of the buildings or the images that I took have either disappeared or almost been transformed. So my feeling is 10 years from now, a lot of what we see will have gone. And it's not just the buildings, it's the old communities and the old way of life in the city. Cities have to change, they can't stay the same, but I think it's the speed with which it's changing that I do find very sad. And I think it's also the fact that as a Westerner, we probably see history in a slightly different way to some of the local people who might prefer to have better urban development, mass transit systems or highways, rather than these faded shop houses and other buildings which I find are very beautiful.
Many long-term residents have also witnessed the dramatic changes.
I live in Klong San on the Thonburi side, where a lot of these photos have been taken, including this one here, which I see from the ferry quite frequently, and I look at it and say, oh, what a wonderful opportunity for someone to restore that and to live in it, or to make a restaurant, or a boutique hotel, whatever, but it'd be pity to see it disappear. I'm from a very isolated rural part of Australia, so I overdosed on sort of quietude and remoteness. So I like being in the middle of big cities, and there's sort of very few cities which have the excitement that Bangkok offers.
Like many cities in the world, Bangkok is changing rapidly. And it's likely, in a decade or so, that many of the neighbourhoods captured in Ben's book will be just faded memories.